Hello and welcome to the first of my pad reviews. I've got loads of joypads, so I thought, why not start reviewing them, just for other people's interest, who may have never used them or seen them. Okay, without further ado, let's get on to the first one. The first one is this, which is the Sega Dreamcast joypad. The first thing you'll notice is the fact that it's only got one analog pad, one analog stick, which has obviously been a bone of contention in recent times because most joypads now have two sticks sort of here. But we'll look at it on its merits first. It's quite a nice pad to hold. It's got this quite ergonomic design on the back where your hands go here, and these two rather nice springy analog triggers. And they're used kind of as in most modern games. You've got sort of accelerate and brake, or for shooting in first-person shooters. D-pad, which is not the best, to be honest. You don't get the diagonals, and it is quite sharp, as you can see there. But my fingers aren't made of paper, so it's okay. The analog stick is good, but it does have quite a large dead spot in the middle. If you can see, as I move, it doesn't really engage until you've moved it quite away. You can just feel it sort of engaging as you move it sort of to the edge of the circle. You've got your face buttons. You've got A, B, Y, X. Nice colour arrangement there, and a nice little sort of triangular start button in the middle, which is quite reminiscent of the Dreamcast itself. The sort of the circular disc tray with a little light at the bottom, which is quite nice. Some odd features of the pad. The first one is you'll notice that the wire actually comes out of the bottom of the pad, and then it kind of clips up here, so that it can actually come out of the top of the pad. I just thought that was a bit odd because nobody ever really does that. It's usually just sort of trailing. One of the most unusual features of this particular joypad is the as you can see, the big hole in the middle with the two sort of cartridge slots in the bottom. Again, if you've never played this console or seen this, then you'll be wondering what the hell they're for, and the answer would be well, twofold. The first one is this. This is the visual memory unit, VMU. It comes off like that. It's obviously like a little Game Boy thing. You can actually play games on this, little basic things like Tetris games and virtual pet games, but for the sake of this video, it's basically just a memory card. It fits in the top like this, and then you've got the little screen, which you can use for things like in Resident Evil. It will show your health meter on there, the little sort of heartbeat monitor. The idea was that you could use it for things like in a football game. You could see your formation or change them on the fly. In truth, I don't think anybody ever used it for that. You never really glance at the screen while you're playing the game, unless it is Resident Evil, then I will occasionally. As I said, there are two slots, so you could have two memory cards, or you could have the optional rumble pack thing. That sort of slots in the bottom, like that. Obviously it does make the pad slightly bulkier than it already is. But overall, I think it's a really nice pad. The only thing that, as I mentioned right at the beginning of this video, the only thing that could have been slightly better would have been the inclusion of a second analog pad, maybe here. But when this came out, we were in those days before. No, actually, I'm talking rubbish because the PlayStation had its DualShock. So yeah, the reason for that, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it's a nice, sturdy pad. Thumbs up.